Hello, welcome to Clear Creek Solutions instructional videos. Today we're going to go over the fundamentals of the program WHMM-SWMM. So if you've been directed here from another video or you're just trying to learn the basics of this program, you've come to the right place. So I'm going to start by double clicking on the icon. And as you can see, the first screen to pop up on the left is a county map. This will be used to direct all the data in the software for any sort of calculations or runs you're going to do in the software. First thing you're going to want to do is click on this down arrow to select any county that is in the software. Now I'm going to select King 2012 as the county I'm going to use. Now what you're going to want to do next is left click anywhere on this map so the software knows what rain gauge to use and what location you're at. As you can see from the site information, the rain gauge used is the SeaTac rain gauge with a precipitation factor of 1.000. Now next we're going to look at the very basics of the software, including adding elements, moving elements, deleting them, and etc. So the first thing you're going to want to do is go to the Scenario tab here, left click, and left click on Pre-Developed. Now this is the main screen of the software. This is the pre-developed scenario. You can toggle between the pre-developed and mitigated scenario by left clicking on them and moving back and forth. I'm going to stay on the pre-developed scenario for now. Now to add elements in the software, it is very simple. You're going to left click. So this is a basin here, left click on the basin, move it over into the space and left click again. That element is now in the software. You can do this with any element over here on the left with HSPF elements or swim elements. So as you can see, I left clicked and left click again and add a trapezoidal pond. You can move these elements anywhere in the space by left clicking and dragging the element, so you can place them anywhere in the space here. By using the mouse wheel, you can zoom in and out on these elements in the space. By clicking on the mouse wheel, you can move all these elements. Next, we want to connect these elements together. Simply right click on the basin, and while holding down the right click, drag it to the trapezoidal pond and release that click. As you can see, they are now connected via an outlet. So that is how you connect elements in WHMM-SWMM. By left clicking, you can add any elements you would like to the project. If you want to delete elements, simply right click on it and select delete. When you left click on an element, its information pops up over here on the right. This is all the information for the basin. If I left clicked on the trapezoidal pond, now the information for the trapezoidal pond would now show up on the right. By clicking on these elements, you can just toggle between the information. Now in order to edit the information on the right, let's say I wanted to add 5 acres of flat lawn to this basin. Simply click on the acres row here and click 5, and now there's 5 acres of flat lawn in this basin. Same thing with the trapezoidal pond. Let's say you wanted to click quick pond, just simply select quick pond, and I'll calculate a quick pond based on the location you selected in the beginning and other factors. And like I said, by left clicking on the elements, it'll change which information is being shown. Now in order to edit the name of an element, as you can see here it says sub-basin name. Just left click on that, and let's say I'm going to write example basin here. And that will change the name of the element you are using. So if you want to call this maybe pond 2, you can, and now these elements are named example basin and pond 2. This is very helpful when you have many elements in a project. These same things apply to both the mitigated and pre-developed scenario, which, like I said, you can toggle between on the left there. In order to navigate the menus in the software, just simply left click on them. As you can see, water quality is not available because I have not set up the correct scenario here. You can see graphs, tables, analysis, and etc. just by left clicking on them. You can go back to the map here, the county map, by left clicking on that, and that'll pop up again if maybe you wanted to change locations. To save your project, go to File and click Save. This will pop up a window. I'm just going to save this as example. In WHMM-SWM, it's important to constantly save your project so that your progress is not lost. You can click on the Save Project button here to quickly save your project. So those are the fundamentals of the program WHMM-SWM. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions about the fundamentals, leave it in a comment down below in the video and we'll get to it as soon as possible. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next time.